Sit down and they have this. Have you ever seen it? It's called Black Adam. Okay. You ever seen it? You know what superhero movies are? They're WWE and All Elite Wrestling. Okay, with CGI, computer generated imaging. Okay, that's all they are, and lots of one-liners, and you're sitting there watching this Temple of Set Illuminati sign movie, and you're watching. It's like, are you guys serious about this? They're really, wow. When was that fucking 2022? Get the fuck out of here, serious. I sat and watched it, and I'm like, me watching the people watching through the TV, watching me watch the TV is like they're always watching. I was chewing my fingernails and looking at my fingers. And okay. I used to get kind of upset. Now I just look at it and go, seriously? Okay. So, All Elite Wrestling and WWE is going to save us from corporations that use Jesus as a comic book character? Isn't that the same shit? It is. That's a rhetorical question. Okay. And then I'm watching PBS NewsHour, right? And they have this cute little Hispanic girl talking about how Donald Trump's an idiot because he wants to end vaccines. Okay. Now, if you go back, and they still may have the videos available on YouTube, okay, where there's a man named Judah Krishnamurti, okay, who's having conversations with a man named Jonas Salk. Okay. Now, Jonas Salk is the man who came up with the polio vaccine, okay, to save millions of children from being paralyzed and possibly dying from a reaction to a toxic and stressful environment. So basically what he did is he took the polio thing and he took it and killed the virus thing and then put it into a tube and injected it back into people so the body could build an immunity to the toxin. So it's basically this society is still going to be stressful and fucked up and stupid, but if you put the dead stupid in your body, the body can build an immunity to survive the stupid. Is literally that pretty much kind of broke it down, right? And Krishnamurti and knows this. He's intelligent because he talks with Jonas Salk, and Jonas Salk explains to him what he did. And okay, and so what Krishnamurti says is he goes, when they actually, which they're capable of doing because it's tangible, live the thoughts, words, and actions of their David, their Solomon, their Jesus, their Confucius, their Tao. When they stop turning it into their Krishna, their Buddha, when they stop turning it into mythological gibberish and actually look at it intellectually, intelligently, and understand that intelligence is a river of love and life is eternal, okay, through sexual relationships, okay. And so that's why they're called holy covenants, and so when you're sitting there listening to these people talk, this little girl's talking to this guy, and this guy's saying, well, we need the vaccines to save everybody's lives. It's like, no, what you need to do is you need to live the wisdom of a Lord Solomon, the faith of a King David, okay, and eliminate, okay, democracy, okay, and not replace it with socialism, not replace it with communism, not replace it with fascism. You eliminate popularity contest over conflict, over money, which is destructive to the collective human psyche and destructive to the ecosystem, and then you don't have to watch Black Adam because it's a complete waste of time. Okay? Justice League, complete waste of time. Thor, shitnip, ribbit, it's a complete waste of time to watch egotistical fantasy as a way of saving human beings. They need a protector. I'm Black Adam. Okay? Like, child, you need to shut the fuck up and go sit down and take a seat. Take a time out. Take the royal band of the world and take a Taylor Swift and just go take time out. Shut the hell. Shut up, rabbit. I'll clean this up. I'll take care of it. Okay. Who's Earl? Marianne Rouse, boy. And my dad still, I went in and got upset because I came in here and my time went backwards on YouTube. I went to load my video, said it had 30 minutes left. I swiped the screen, said it had an hour and 44 minutes left. I said, damn, Dad. I said, Donald Trump and Joe Biden can get instant access with people to pass on political rhetoric for genocidal propaganda in toot sweet no time flat. Okay? A man like King David talks for 10 minutes, and it takes 2 hours for it to be accessible to the people of the United States and the world. My dad sits and rolls his eyes at me because Jesus is his hero. Jesus is coming from the sky to save us from all the bad people like Donald Trump, Vladimir Putin, Joe Biden, and George Soros and all that. And Earl, there's nothing you can do about it. And you're trying to be an egomaniac to replace Jesus with you. And I'm like, yeah, but if your Jesus is a God and gave us free will to mass murder each other over money, he sucks at being a God because he's a complete asshole, because we've spent 2024 years being tortured by assholes and participating in that torture willingly through the Republic of Democracy. And he hates that. Well, because it was divinely inspired. The Constitution was divinely inspired by God himself. And I'm like, no. Because it talks about owning slaves. It talks about having a hostile land grab through genocide, and they don't have enough money to continue that hostile land grab because the king is taking away all their money that they need to kill all the indigenous people here in Los Estados Unidos. Have you read the Constitution? I've read the Constitution. Okay, and the 13th Amendment didn't free anybody. It just took people out of being considered property and put them into indentured servitude to corporations that run the government because we elect them to be authority over our lives with Fort Knox. It's gone from Fort Knox to crypto now, according to the guys on the PBS NewsHour. But you're sitting there watching it going, seriously? Life eternal, grace is infinite. Okay? Share, care, give in accordance to need, built to last. If you can't do that, you need to forgive debt and trespass, love one another, eternal, faithful peace. Okay? Go back to the start to begin. Life is eternal, grace is infinite. Share, care, give in accordance to need, built to last. If you are not doing that, you forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal, faithful peace, and go start. Man, you feel like I feel like Brian fucking McKnight here. 1, you like a dream come true. 2, just want to be with you. 3, girls pain to see that you're the only one for me. And 4, what is 4? Make you fall in love with me. And then 5, if ever I believe my work is done, then we start back at 1. Okay. Life is eternal, grace is infinite, right? Care, share, give in accordance to need, built to last. Okay? Forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal, fulfill peace. That means democracy can't save you, okay, from your sin. Only living the wisdom of Proverbs. Only living the faith of Psalms. So, the commands of Jesus to survive the republic and the delusion of democracy given to us by the Greeks to say that you can elect people authority over your life with fake idolatry and call it philanthropy and say it's philos and physica. Want a Nobel Prize? Okay. I spit out a piece of coconut. I had a macaroon earlier. Well, I have a sweet city woman in my head after I dropped off Mr. Medina today. She is in my head when I got to the library, and I said I just had to. You know, Dad has certain kind of criteria and rules to make him comfortable, but I saw that young man just sitting there miserable, and I had to give him a ride. And then when I was giving him a ride, he started to cry and said, my brother died 2 days ago. There's a mattress in the park where it's still bloody where he died. I was like, oh my gosh. I had the guy to help lift him into the car because he was so sick and tired. He got out and he told me, God bless you. And he said, thank you. I needed this. Thank you. And he went home. He said, here's my address. Here's my name. If you ever need me. I said, you already helped me. Okay? By being alive and believing what I told you and believing in what I'm capable of doing and clinging to the faith of Father Abraham so we can all live it, Mr. Medina. Okay. And I got to the library and told Lopez, I said, you do not deserve to be in my head because you were put there by the Temple of Set Illuminati and you didn't spend time with me. You don't make love to me. You don't wake up in the morning and tell you how much you love me. Okay? And I don't get to do that with Law, Steffi, Amy, Raquel, anybody that I tried to live in my life because I spent my whole life. Like, how would you feel if you were being studied by scientists and corporations and you never got to privately kiss or make love to a woman in your entire life? Everything thing you did, changing your children's diapers, to disciplining them, to loving them, was observed and analyzed by hypocrites and heathens and taken over with a fine-tooth comb, how would you feel if you were me? Would you still love the people that tortured you and abused you enough to help them change and be good enough so you could have private moments and loving your family? Well, I hope so.